Hello, everyone. Welcome to the first episode of PokéYap. This is a new little series that me and my buddy Cole are trying out.
Yep.
So we're here at our park right now. Very scuffed setup, very scuffed layout, but we're excited to get started. We're going to be talking everything about Pokemon GO, hopefully every week or so. We aren't Pokemon GO specialists by any means.
Nope.
We both hit level 50 within the past 8 months.
You a little before me.
Yeah, yep. So yeah, past 6 months we both hit level 50. We're nowhere near the top of the players, anything, but we enjoy this game. We play this game a lot, and think that this would be a fun little thing. There isn't anything quite like this yet, I believe, to my knowledge. So, yeah, pretty much what the show is going to be is every week we are going to cover all sorts of different news and information that is going on with Pokemon GO. Like new events, leaks, maybe some drama, if there's some drama that goes on in the community. Maybe a little bit of PvP, so yeah, we're excited, but we are going to get straight into the first segment, which is our next season max out. This is the most hyped the community has been in a long time. Just not even from our own personal community, but from the online community as well. There's a lot of buzz and a lot of talk about it. Everyone seems to be pretty excited about it. Cole, how do you feel about it? Are you
See, I never played the games that Dynamax and Gigantamax came out in, so I don't know too much about it, but judging off of what I've seen on X or Instagram or YouTube, everyone's feeling a little more alive with the game, whereas it was kind of dying out or at a standstill for a little while. So hoping it brings communities to come out and try new things.
Yep. With these Dynamax raid battles, from the look of it, they are all going to be in person, which is good, but it's also bad because winter is coming, and once winter gets here, it's pretty much over for the in-person community. But yeah, this next season looks pretty good. Our bonuses for this next season are pretty awesome. We get increased XP when you catch your 7-day streak for Pokemon, increased Stardust when you catch your 7-day streak for Pokemon, increased XP when you level up your friendship level. Last time they had this one, it was a 50% increase. So when you hit best friends with someone, it jumped up to 150,000 XP, and then with a lucky egg, 300,000. Absolutely insane season if you're trying to grind out friendship. I know we both are. We're both trying to get as many new friends as possible to open up and send gifts and open gifts. And if you guys want to be on our friends list, go look at our Twitters, our X's. We have our codes on there looking for new friends now. But definitely the big one I'm super excited for is the additional candy from trades. Every trade that you do, you get a guaranteed XL and an additional candy as well. Absolutely massive for grinding XLs, especially for PvP Pokemon like Lickitung, even though it's getting nerfed. But like Carbink, that's hard to come by and everything. This is huge for Pokemon that you need a lot of XLs for PvP. So that's cool. Seasonal bonuses are looking quite awesome. The research breakthrough box, I don't really know how to feel about that. Like, what are your thoughts?
You see, I'm still after 3 of those shinies.
Okay.
The Weezing, the Mr. Mime, and Scraggy.
All right.
I have 2 of the Jangmo-Os, but obviously would like more. But kind of mid, in my opinion, other than those. They've been out in raids and in the wild for some time, but
I hate that they keep on bringing back Furfuru. It's been in our research box for, I think, over a year now. That's really annoying. It really annoys me that Furfuru is still here, but I can understand why. There's a lot of different forms. Not a lot of people do have the shiny, so it is a mon that people do enjoy hunting. So I can see why it is in there. But another cool thing that they are doing is we are getting a guaranteed at least 2 showcases a week. So throughout the season of Max Out, Pokestop showcases will be held weekly every Monday to Tuesday and Saturday to Sunday. So this is absolutely huge because myself, I haven't even gotten my encounter with the Pikachu PhD yet. Cole hasn't gotten his pose yet.
Nope.
So a lot more of these means a lot more first places, hopefully. And first place prizes are always absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. You get incubators, lures, everything. So gonna go crazy on those this next season. Egg pool for next season is pretty awesome. I'm really excited about the 5K eggs because we get the new Galar starters, which is awesome, along with Komala with the shiny, and then Larvesto, of course, with the shiny. So 5Ks, at least for hunting the hundos, seems to be where it's going to be at. Maybe the 10Ks if you're going to go after the Dreepy, and if you're still going after Sharkadet, I don't really know. 10Ks, they don't really seem worth it because Frigibax has been around forever now. Dreepy will be like the next Frigibax where it'll spawn in the wild very soon. And Charcadet, I can definitely see it getting a community day probably within the next couple of years. Probably in October, community day. The 2K eggs, a bunch of baby Pokemon. I'm glad to see that Tyrogue and Wynot are coming back in 2Ks. That's very exciting. 7Ks, just the Galarian Pokemon again.
They need to switch those up.
Yeah.
I've been very tired of those.
Yeah, 7Ks have been the least favorite egg for a lot of people for a very, very long time. And then Adventure Sync, of course, we have Riolu out of the 5K, so you got to go out, walk 25 kilometers every week at least to try your best and maybe hatch a Hundo Riolu or a shiny one. But Adventure Sync 10K eggs has got Jarampa in it, which is new, and that's a shiny that I'm still hunting. I rated that guy a lot and never got the shiny, so I'm going to be hitting my 50 kilometers every week to try and hatch that shiny, hopefully by the end of the season. And then Mateo, his Root 7K eggs, they're okay. You can get White Stripe Basculin from the 7K, which is cool. You can get that shiny from it. That's kind of cool, but in all reality, who's walking routes anymore? All right, who's walking routes to get the 7-kilometer egg? Literally no one.
Not me,
Yeah, so that's pretty much everything that's going on seasonally long. But next month, September, I am very excited for. We've got a few raid bosses. We've got 5 max raid bosses from raid battles. We've got Dynamax Bulbasaur, Dynamax Charmander, Dynamax Squirtle, Dynamax Squavit, and Dynamax Wooloo. I'm super excited about Wooloo because I'm hoping that out of the max battles, they will have a boosted shiny rate. That's ideal. So I don't know about you. Are you excited for the max battles or these?
I don't really know how they're gonna work. I heard something that you will be able to max your Pokemon within the battle to counter the max Pokemon, but other than that, I'm not too sure how strong they'll be. They are just starters for the most part, so should be pretty easy, but you never know.
Mm-hmm. It's very interesting. We'll get into how it all works later. We do have some leaks. We do have some gameplay of it already. So we will get into that in a little bit, but not quite right now. But in the 5-star raids, oh my lord, am I excited. From September 3rd to September 14th, we've got Kyogre. From September 14th to September 26th, we've got Groudon. Both of those with their shinies. Sadly, no legacy moves. But then September 26th to October 4th, we've got Zacian back for the first time, I believe, in like 2 years with the shiny coming out for the very first time. We are very, very, very excited about that. Very hyped about that. Kyogre, absolutely huge. Groudon, of course, absolutely huge. The best water type, best ground type in the entire game in their mega forms. So that's next month is a huge month for rating, and I know we're excited for it. Along with our megas, these megas haven't been around in quite a while. We've got Mega Absol, Mega Houndoom, and Mega Gardevoir coming out. So I'm going to go hard for Mega Absol. I need a lot more Mega Energy for that. Houndoom isn't really that good, but of course Mega Gardevoir, one of the best fairy types in the game, and then Shadow Raikou coming back in Shadow Raids on the weekends.
I gotta hit that again.
Oh yeah, I was lucky the first time it came out. I got the Shadow Hundo, so I need to go out get a lot more XLs, so I'll be able to 50 max that guy. Super excited, just an absolute beast against anything water or flying in raid battles. So we also have quite a few events. All right, from September 3rd to September 10th, we have the Go All Out event. From September 10th to September 15th, we have the Go Big event. On September 8th, we've got Phalanx Raid Day. September 14th is Ponyta and Galarian Ponyta Community Day. Then the 18th to the 22nd is the Psychic Spectacular event. The 22nd is Oranguru and Passimian Research Day, which will debut Passimian Shiny, more likely than not. And then September 26th to October 1st, we've got ourselves the Legendary Heroes event. I'm super excited. I think we can get some lore drops and some hints to Eternatus. I feel like we're going to get Zacian in September, Zamazenta in October, and then maybe Eternatus in max battles towards the end of November or early December. That would be absolutely huge. That'd be really, really awesome. So those are events. We'll go more into depth about the events that we do have info on here in just a second, but we want to cover our spotlight hours first. First spotlight hour, I'm super excited for Wooloo, brand new shiny coming out. 2 times Evo XP, but that doesn't really matter because that entire event has 2 times Evo XP. Another one following right up afterwards, Dupiter with the shiny, of course. That's a rare shiny.
Rare shiny, just kind of ironic for it to be 2 times catch Stardust, since it's a hard catch as is.
Yep.
So gonna have to use Razes on like each and every one, or Golden Raz if you have an abundance like me.
Then up next, Wobbuffet. That's a shiny I'm still hunting. Super excited for that. Gonna grind out Wobbuffet candies for a good why not, because that's pretty good in the little cup. And then Machop for the final one with 2 times catch candy. I'm going to be needing a bunch of that because Machop is my main evolve on the 2 times evolve events. So I eat through my Machop candies whenever I'm evolving it. But yeah, that's pretty much it for September. We've got ourselves a loaded month when it comes to events and raids. So I know I'm super excited, and a lot of other people that I've talked to are super excited. Bit of a cut, sorry about that, but we just played Poplio Community Day. Pretty fun. Shinies was okay. We only got 1 hundo, sadly. Wasn't the best for hundos, but I'll take 60 some odd shinies. You know, Cole, how many shinies did you get?
I achieved 57.
57, that's pretty good. That is pretty good. Pretty high shiny rate for this calm day, but that's not what we're here to talk about. We are here to talk about the next set of events. So the first event of the max out season is called Go All Out. All right, it is the debut of Grookey, Scorbunny, Sobble, and Dreepy, and then of course all their evolutions. So yeah, wild encounters for the event, of course, are going to be Grookey, Scorbunny, and Sobble. But they also have Squavit and Wooloo, which are also Galar Pokemon, but with their shinies coming out for the very very first time. So those are awesome shinies. Those are really cool shinies, especially Wooloo. Wooloo is a shiny that I'm going to hunt for because it's a basic but clean shiny. White to black, always such an awesome looking shiny. And then of course, you can find Dreepy in the wild. It is going to be quite a rare spawn. It's kind of like finding a Frigibax when it first started spawning. It's going to be quite rare. So don't expect to see many, if any, of them. So be ready for that. From the 5-kilometer eggs during the event, we will have Grookey, Scorbunny, and Sobble, and then Dreepy is being added to 10k eggs. And then 7-kilometer eggs, we talked about it earlier. It's just going to be Galarian Pokemon again. Galarian, Meowth, Ponyta, Slowpoke, Farfetch'd, Zigzagoon, Darumaka, Stunfisk, and Yamask. The only really cool one is Yamask. That's a semi-rare shiny, semi-cool shiny. We are going to have some Pokestop showcases featuring Galar's first partner Pokemon, which is awesome, and then a collection challenge with encounters with Wooloo. So that's awesome. It's really cool. We're going to have a max out special research added as well, where we can choose our own partner and update our postcard book. So I assume it's going to be a season-long thing like how they did last summer with Fuecoco, Sprigatito, and Sobble. I mean, not Sobble, I'm sorry. Quaxley. So that'll be cool to see. That'll be cool to do another season-long research. A lot of people really don't like these because you are time-gated and you have to wait to unlock the next page, which kind of sucks, but this event looks cool. New Pokemon, new Hundos to hunt, and 2 new shiny families to hunt, which is, of course, super, super awesome. That event, once again, runs from September 3rd from 10 a.m. to September 10th at 10 a.m. So the event after that is the Go Big event from September 10th at 10 a.m. to September 15th at 8 p.m. This features Dynamax, Bulbasaur, Charmander, Squirtle, Squavit, and Wooloo, all with their shinies. For those of you who don't know, Dynamax raids come from Sword and Shield, the Galar region. There's a bunch of raids throughout the region that allows you to encounter these Dynamax Pokemon that are larger versions of the normal Pokemon for a few turns. They have twice the amount of health and they do twice the amount of damage. It's pretty awesome. It's probably my second favorite gimmick next to Megas, of course. So this event will be cool to see a new raid type introduced, but we're only getting Dynamax starters and then really, really low level and weak Pokemon. So I don't really see us needing to go out and do many of these. But
other than the max particles for
course,
when things do come out that are useful.
Yep. It was teased in the trailer that we will get Gigantamax, Charizard, Blastoise, and Venusaur by the end of the season. So when those come out, that's what we're really going to want to focus on. But for the time being, it'll be cool to experiment with these new raid types and just see how it feels, give Niantic our feedback, hope and pray that it works the way that they want it to. So other than that, this event really doesn't have too much to offer. The event bonuses are 2 times XP for winning max battles and 2 times XP for spinning Pokestops. There's no wild spawns. You can get some Pokemon from field research rewards like Bulbasaur, Charmander, Squirtle, Squavit, and Wooloo, but it's nothing too special. So don't go crazy on the wild spawns. If you want to go crazy, try out the raid battles, but just kind of hang out, relax. No need to really go hard for this event. We also have our first raid day of the season. All right, Phalanx Raid Day. Very underwhelming for what I was hoping for. I was going into this with huge thoughts of like, oh my god, we're going to get Zacian and Zamazenta Raid Day, or maybe even Deoxys or something like that. All right, something that wouldn't be a 3-star raid boss, but we are getting Phalanx with the shiny debut, which is quite cool. Shiny Phalanx is really awesome. It's a cool brown and yellow. It looks like autumn, so it fits the season. So, of course, it's like every raid day where it will appear in every gym from 2 to 5, and you will get 5 additional free raid passes just for spinning gyms and completing raids throughout the day. the shiny rate is increased to 1 in 10, more likely than not. That is always subject to change, but roughly every single time it's been about 1 in 10, so about a 10% shiny chance. And then remote raid limit is increased to 20. Please do not waste remote raids on raiding this Pokemon. That is one of the worst decisions that you could do. Do not remote raid Phalanx. Other than that, there is an event ticket for $5 more likely than not, and it gives you 8 additional raid passes that you can use in in-person raids. You have an increased chance to get rare Candy XL from raid battles. You get 50% more XP from the raids, and then you get 2 times the amount of Stardust from raids. So I think it's worth it for the XP and for the Stardust, but that's going off the basis of legendary raids. Keep in mind for this, since it's not a legendary raid, you are going to be getting about half or a third of the XP and Stardust for completing this. So if you're in it for the XP and Stardust and not so much the passes, this is not worth it at all to get the ticket. And now, the final event that we know of, as of right now, is of course Ponyta Community Day, September 14th. I'm really excited for this. All right, it is Cantonian and Galarian Ponyta, both gorgeous shinies.
I prefer the Kanto shiny over Galarian, but they are both very nice shinies. Both pretty rare, in my opinion.
Yep.
I only have one of Kanto's version and one of Galarian, and I've seen a boatload, so...
Yeah, they're pretty rare. I think Galarian is only out of 7K eggs, pretty much. 7Ks, maybe 10Ks.
Or
and then
occasionally for Go Fest, it'll spawn in the wild.
Yep, I know it spawned last year during the birthday event for that week, which was kind of cool, but you didn't see too many of them. So this is now your chance to go out and get both of these very, very beautiful shinies. The event bonuses are 3 times catch Stardust, which is huge, 2 times catch candy, 2 times chance to earn Candy XL, your 5 snapshot bonuses, 1 additional special trade, 50% reduced Stardust per trade, and then of course 3-hour lures and incenses. Really not too much else to look forward to. They're both getting the charge attack Wild Charge, which is an electric type move. So that would be cool to see it used against water types, because of course water against fire is not very good, but we'll see how it goes. I doubt it'll make any of them meta relevant. Galarian Rapidash is semi-meta relevant in the 1500 Psychic Cup. That's only because it has Mega Horn. I don't see Wild Charge giving it that much more of a boost, because whenever you do use Wild Charge, it also lowers your defense, so you take a lot more damage with it. Of course, there will be a $1 paid research that'll get you encounters, incense, some other premium items. It's always worth it to get this. You get $3-4 worth of items for $1. It's pretty much always worth it. I always get it. I like to gift it out, so...
I'm a big gifter myself, so any of those community days or even new seasonal tickets, whether they're 5 or whatever, I'll send a few out to long-term friends, new friends. All depends on how I'm feeling.
And then, of course, since this is not a Community Day Classic, afterwards we will have exclusive in-person raids for Ponyta. So you raid a Ponyta, and then Ponyta spawn around the raid for 30 minutes. The Ponyta raid boss CP is going to be 26,999 CP, so you will not be able to solo it. Sadly, you will need at least 2 people. And then, of course, there will be Ponyta and Galarian Ponyta showcases. So overall, pretty fun event from what it looks like. I'm kind of excited for it. Beautiful shinies, lots and lots of Stardust. So
Definitely excited for the Stardust and chance for at least the Kanto shiny more so than Galarian. I like that one more personally.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, our final bit of news isn't really an event, but it's a ticket, which was my all-time favorite ticket last year that they had. The Daily Pokecoin Bounty Part 1. The Pokecoin part isn't what I'm excited about. You get 20 Pokecoins a day as your free field research, your daily field research that you get when the clock strikes 12 at midnight. So you get this ticket, you can get 20 Pokecoins a day from September 3rd to October 2nd for $4.99 USD or equivalent pricing tier in your local currency. This in itself is worth it because you'll get quite a bit of Pokecoins, but you also get 3 times catch XP for your first catch of the day, 3 times XP for your first Pokestop spin of the day, and you can open up to 50 gifts per day and collect up to 150 gifts per day from Pokestops and gyms to send out to friends. You can also hold up to 40 at a time in your inventory and in your bag. So yeah, this is absolutely huge for friendship. So go out, get a bunch of new friends before the end of the season. Try your best to grind to best friends with as many people as you can, because with this ticket, it looks like it's going to be a season-long ticket again that you have to repurchase every month. If that's the case, where it's available every single month, you can get 200 best friends off of gifting alone without raids by the end of the season. That's an absurd amount of XP. I think that's how much XP is that? That's 200 times 300k. That's 60 million XP just off of gifts alone, if you are able to coordinate and get people that will open and send you gifts. That's insane. That's what, level 49 to 50 twice? That's a lot of levels, especially for lower level players. So go out, do gifts. I highly recommend getting this ticket just for that. It's one of the best tickets that they've ever had, and I'm so excited and so happy that they're bringing it back. Hey, so sorry to say, but cut out everything about the leaks. I didn't really feel like putting them in. I got to editing this super late, had a bunch of problems with Adobe, so I had to go through, talk with them, cancel my subscriptions, and I'm editing this on DaVinci for my first time ever, so this is really bad. Editing is really bad. I'm going to spend a lot of time and work on it and hopefully get better on DaVinci over the course of the next week or so that we can get you guys better videos, better audio, better everything. So we're going to jump straight into the outro here. I'm very sorry about the cuts, about the mic quality, about everything. It was really scuffed, but like I said, only expect upgrades from here. I'm super excited about what we do have going on here, and thank you all for listening. Let's get into the outro. This is all that we have here. This is a very scuffed recording. It's going to only get better with time, I hope, I pray. So expect nothing but upgrades from here. Mic quality, better scripting, better time management, and not having a 3.5 hour cut in the middle of recordings. So once again, thank you all for listening. I hope you did enjoy. If you did enjoy, please like, comment, subscribe. We want to hear your comments, things that we could change, things that you're excited for, things that you don't like about this, things that you do like about this, about these updates and whatnot. So once again, thank you all for listening. And Cole, you have any last things you want to say?
See you some other time, I guess.